Okay, so in this class, we'll be seeing, so far we have seen the formula is given. From that, you are writing the name, right? So we'll be seeing in the back way. So the name is given, how to write down the formula. First, suppose if NaCl, this is the formula. You know that you can easily write it like sodium chloride. The same way, if something, the coordination compound, big one is given, can you able to write the formula or not? That we'll see today. Understood? So far, what we have discussed, we discussed the namings of these ligands, naming of the, IUPAC naming of these coordination compounds. So we have seen the rules, how to write these. So today we'll see this Werner's theory. Okay. So rules of writing the formulas. Simply first, I'll tell you how to write. So first, you have the central atom is listed first, right? So general, in a nutshell, how do we write the namings? First, there will be rule number one. So what we will be doing here, we'll be taking the cation anion order. So which one is always written first, cation or anion? This is the doubt Shrikar asked me last time. So cation or
Cation.
anion? Yeah. So we will always be writing the cation first, right? So the cation is first, and this one is followed by anion. Okay, so that's the cation anion order. Rule number two. This is square brackets. So for which we are putting the square brackets? Tell me. For what we are using the square brackets? What do we call the
The
something that
coordination
is
entity.
coordination sphere? Okay, so coordination sphere, or you can say the complex ion portion, it should enclosed in the square brackets. Okay, and so why? So this will give the clear boundary to differentiate the complex ion with the counter parts, like the counter ions, which are neutralizing it. Rule number three. We'll discuss in detail, just I'm giving nutshell what we are doing. So rule number three, central atom position. So central atom position. So what is the central atom? Typically a metal, right? So the central atom, which is typically a metal, it will be the first within the coordination sphere. Yes or no? So first within the coordination sphere. Okay, remember this. So what we are doing here, first the cations are given, then followed by the anions. If the neutrals, then the neutrals will come later. So you will be putting everything in the coordination sphere within the square brackets. Okay, central atom position should be the first within the coordination sphere. Understood? For suppose, let's take an example. So the cobalt NS3 6Cl3. In this, the cobalt is the first one, which is the central atom. So this is central atom and written first in the coordination sphere. And the complex is enclosed in the uh, square brackets. Okay. And the counter ion, which is outside the coordination sphere. Okay. So this is general rules, but we'll see in detail each of that. So let's run. So ligands are then listed in the alphabetical order. And the placement of ligand in the list doesn't depend on the charge. So when we are writing this chemical formula, which is containing the multiple ligands, okay, so those all multiple ligands, the first thing we need to do is write them in the alphabetical order. So arrange them in alphabetical order. See, in this alphabetical orders means we should not take the di, mono, those as the alphabets. Okay, we should take the directly the name of the ion that we are taking here. So arrange it in the alphabetical order. Remember this. Okay, we should take alphabetical ordering for their actual names, not the names that comes first, like bi, di, tri, not those. And whenever the charge is there, these charge should not influence the position in the formula. That's what he says here. Okay. And remember, charge should not influence, or you can say the charge don't or do not influence their positions in the ligand. This is the second thing you need to know. And remember, this ordering is strictly based on the alphabetical orders. That is very, very important. Okay. Regardless of their any chemical properties. Okay. Is that clear? So when the multiple ligands are present, what do we do? So polydentate ligands are also listed alphabetically. That's what multiple ligands when are given, they should write in the alphabetical order. And the abbreviated ligands, first letter of the abbreviation is used to determine the position of the ligand. Okay. So when you are taking like water, hydro, so like that, you should be taking the H as the first letter. Okay. You will be taking something like amine. That's the A. You should not consider diamine. You should not consider the D for that. You should consider A only. So that's what I mean here. Understood?
Yes,
Please
sir.
respond here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one. So formulas for the entire coordination entity. So entire coordination means sometimes we'll be having the charged or uncharged. So what is meaning here? Charged complex where the coordination entities with an overall electric charge. Okay. Uh, for suppose you can take it could be the positive charge or the neutral charge. So here the charged means coordination entity with overall charge. With an overall charge. So here the overall charge can be positive or can be negative. Okay. And uncharged means so the coordination entity with a neutral charge. That means all the ligands were balanced with a neutrality. So there's no overall -1 or -2 on the coordination sphere. So coordination entity that are electrically neutral. Okay. So these will be given within the square brackets. First, suppose what comes under the charge complex is, take an example. You can take Cu NS3 4 plus 2. This is the charged one. If you take a neutral one, so Ni CO4. This is a neutral charge. No charge on the entity. Okay. So remember this entire coordination entity, even if it is a charged or it's a neutral, they should be put in the square brackets. That's the thing. Should be enclosed in the square brackets. And when ligands are polyatomic, their formulas are enclosed in the parentheses. First, suppose if you see example like Cn minus, or you take a water molecule, H2O. So you should put within the parentheses. And if ligands are given with the abbreviation, they are also should be enclosed in the parentheses. First, suppose En, put in the bracket, or OX, put in the bracket. What is the En represents for? Tell me, what is the end? Just before we discussed. Is it a positive or negative or neutral?
Neutral ethylene diamine.
Yeah, ethylene diamine. And what is OX? Oxalate. Okay. So see, whenever their abbreviations are given, those also should be enclosed in the parentheses. Remember this. Next one. There should be no space between the ligands and the metals within the coordination sphere. First, suppose I'll be writing you two different ways. Uh, Cobalt, chlorine 6, 3 minus. Or I can also write like this: cobalt space chlorine 6, 3 minus. So which one is correct? This is the correct format. Remember,
First one, sir.
yeah, this one is a wrong format. That's what. So no space between the ligands and the metals within the coordination sphere. You should not give any spaces between. Okay. Finally, when the formula of a charged coordination entity is to be written without that of the counter ion. That means you should not put inside the bracket the counter ions. It should be excluded outside. And whenever it is written, just write within the square bracket and put the charge. First, suppose you see here. So charge should be written outside square brackets. And where does this charge will be written? Right superscript. It should be written on the right superscript. And if the numbers are there, number comes before the sign. First, suppose I'll show you. Okay. So remember this. Number comes before the sign. So let's see an example. So you are writing like this. So cobalt, parenthesis, CN, 6 are there. Now numbers come before the sign. So I should not write -3. I should write the number and then put the sign. So this is the order. So never remember this very. Okay. So you should not put -3. This is a wrong way. You should put 3 minus. This is the correct way. Okay. So yeah. So it should be 3 plus, not minus plus 3. This is a wrong format. Understood? And the charge of the cations is balanced by the charge of the anions. First, suppose let's take. Okay. So see here. So we know the cobalt is +3 charge. Sorry, 3 plus. Okay. And you take a C2O4, that's a -2 charge. Or we can take OX, which is a -2 charge. Okay. And if you see En, it's only neutral charge. And you take ammonia, it is a neutral charge. Water molecule, it is also a neutral charge. Now, if I write a compound using this, so let's take the cobalt NS3 OS2 ENOX. Which is an oxalate. So tell me what will be the net charge? Now tell me, what is the net charge? Come on, guys, calculate fast.
Sir, +1.
Banu, what is your answer?
Sir, +1.
Okay, Nitya is saying +1. What about you, Banu? Banu,
Yes, sir.
what is the charge?
Uh, So it's positive.
Hmm?
Plus, so it's plus charge.
+1.
Yes, sir.
What about you, Mandara? Sharon?
Sir, I got 2.
Okay, Sharon got 2, it seems. What about you, Mandara?
7, I got +1.
+1. Okay. So see here, cobalt, it's a +3. This is a 0. This is a 0. This is 0. And this is -2. So plus 3 minus 2, it's a plus 1. So you will be having here the plus 1 charge. Now you need to, okay, let me write in the red. So plus 1. Now you need to balance this with a counter ion. So if I use the SO4 minus, so tell me what is the charge on the SO4? Minus 1 or minus 2? Minus 2. So if I write this way, is it correct? If I write this way, is this correct? See what he's saying. The charge of the cations is balanced by the charge of the anions. So is it balanced now? The plus 1 charge balanced with minus 2 charge. Come on, tell me, is it balanced
So
or not?
shouldn't it be the opposite side, like 1 plus and 2 minus? No, sir.
Tell me, is it balanced or not? Here plus 1 is there, here 2 minus is there. So is it
No,
balanced
sir.
or not? No. So what should we do to balance it?
No, sir.
What should I do to balance this? Here plus 1 is there, here 2 minus is there. How can I balance? I should be taking this compound twice. Yes or no? If I take two compounds of this, so there will be plus 1 and plus 1, which will be balancing minus 2. Yes or no? So that's what you need to do. This is very, very important. So when you are doing that, you should also check this. So whether it is balancing or not. So you should be taking this compound twice SO4. Understood? You may simply forget putting the 2 here. How can you find out these 2 or not? You should be able to calculate this. So if you calculate, then only you will get to know. Then you should put SO4. Now it is balanced. So this is correct. This is wrong. Understood? So that's what here. The charge of the cations is balanced by the charge of the anions, or the negative charge should be balanced with the positive charge. Now try this. So write down the formula for this. I have given you all the rules. So tell me what is the formula. Okay, leave about the formula. Tell me the charges of each of them. What are the compounds are there in this? What are the compounds are there? There is a chloride. That means there is a chlorine is present. How many chlorines are present? Tell me guys, how many chlorines are present? So chlorines are 2.
2, sir.
Yeah. So chlorines 2. How many ethane 1, 2 diamine are present? How many are present? Ethane 1,
2,
2
sir.
diamine. 2. Because here it's clearly mentioned bis. So bis means we should take 2. So I can take like En within brackets twice. Okay, fine. And what else is there? Is there any other compounds are given here? Except the central metal atom. Central metal atom is okay, cobalt. So is there any compounds left? Come on, tell me, is there any compounds left here?
Amine, sir.
Array, see, ethane 1, 2 diamine means En. Before I said En means ethane diamine. That's nothing but En twice. Because twice we are putting because here bis is given. So that indicates 2 here. So now tell me what is the alphabetical order? So first, how should we write the naming? So first, what will come in the coordination entity? Come on, guys, this should be practice. Tell me the answer. So what should will come the first in the coordination entity?
Cobalt.
Cobalt. So the CO. Next, followed by
Dichloro.
alphabet. Yeah, dichloro. So we put Cl2. Next, followed by
En2.
En2. So now we will be putting within the brackets. Now the thing is chloride is present, but we don't know it is two chlorines or three chlorines or one chlorine, because whatever the chlorines are given, we should write only chloride. We'll not put like dichloride, trichloride. So tell me how many chlorines will be here. How can we do that? So we need to find out the charge on each of them. So first, dichloride. Here 3 is given. So here 3 is given. So cobalt will be having +3 charge. Yes or no? 3 is for oxidation state of central metal atom. Yes or no? So from that, I can say the cobalt is having +3 charge. Okay, fine. So what about the chlorine? What is the charge on the chlorine? What is the charge on the chlorine? Come on,
2.
guys.
-2, sir.
Yeah, it should be, you should not say -2. Again, it should be like 2 into -1. Okay. So don't say like -2.
Okay.
So there is a -1 charge and 2 chlorines are there. So 2 into -1 plus, what is the charge of this compound? Ethane diamine? 0. Yes or no? Plus cobalt 3. So cobalt 3 means it's a +3 charge. So is equals to, so 2 into -1, -2, -2 plus 3. What is the net charge? Simple maths calculation. -2 plus 3.
1.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, sir.
So +1 should be balanced with how many chlorines?
1 chlorine.
Yeah. So you will be putting only single chlorine here. So understood how we did this? Is that clear? So see here,
Yes, sir.
first we need to see what are the ligands, what is the central metal atom. First central metal atom is cobalt. So I'll be putting cobalt here. Now see the ligands. Here chlorido, dichlorido. That means 2 chlorines are there, Cl2. Ethane 1, 2 diamine within the brackets bis. That means this is single ligand and there are 2 such ligands are there. So En twice. And cobalt 3. That means the oxidation number of the cobalt is 3. So +3. Chloride, this is a counter ion. So now see, so chlorine 2 into -1 and 0 for the ethane 1, 2 diamine and cobalt 3, that's a 3, which should be the net charge +1. So this net charge +1 should be balanced by the chlorine, which is having the -1 charge. Here this one is +1 charge. So both are neutralized. So this is how you will be writing from the given name, the formula. So tell me for this, try this one. Come on, try this one and send me in WhatsApp, everyone. I'll give you 3 minutes. Quickly tell. Come on, guys, tell me the answer. Okay, let's see.
Sir, I have sent.
You sent? Nitya sent. Yeah, Nitya, that is correct. But why don't you put the other coordinated compound in the square brackets? That's also, see, hexacyanide cobalt 3 is also a ligand, right? Sorry, it's also a other coordination compound, right? This is one coordination compound. This is another coordination compound. You kept this in the brackets, but you didn't put this one in the brackets. But yeah, it's correct. శరణ్ ఏంటి ఆన్సర్ గూగుల్ చేసావా?
No, sir.
మరే అలా పెట్టా?
Sir, మీరు అదే కదా సార్ రాయమన్నారు.
ఓకే 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 యా కరెక్టే చేసావు కానీ రాంగ్ చేసావు. అర్థమైంది. సి ఇక్కడ ఓకే లెట్స్ సీ హియర్. So what is there? First, this is not a single ligand. These are two ligands. How can you tell these are two ligands? There are two oxidation numbers are given. That means two central atoms are there. That means we should divide this into two coordination compounds. So I'll be doing this way. Like this. Okay. So now see here, hexaamine chromium 3. So I'll be putting here the Cr. So this is my central atom, chromium. And hexaamine are there. Hexaamine means how many amines? It is the 6 amines. So NS3, 6. What is the charge now? So we know chromium is having +3 charge. And NS3 is also 0 into 6. So if I see that, I'll be getting +3 charge. So I'll be putting +3 here. Now let's take the other one. So here hexacyanide cobalt 3. So my central atom is the cobalt. So I'll be putting the CO first. And I have hexacyanide. Cyanide means Cn and hexa means 6. So I'll be writing CO CN6. So what will be the charge here? Cobalt. Cobalt is, what is the charge of the cobalt? Here it's given 3. So this is +3. So this will be +3. And what is the charge of the Cn? It's a -1. So this will be minus plus -1 into 6. So what will be by net charge? So +3 minus 6, that will be -3. So here this will be -3. So you see here, +3 charge is balanced by the -3 charge. Sometimes you will be having the counter ions, sometimes you will be having the counter coordination compounds. Understood? So it's no need to be always the chlorine or some other ions, which will be counter ions. It could be some other coordination compound also. So in this case, this is the counter coordination compound. Understood? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So this
sir.
is the name. So finally, you could put it like CrNS3 6 within the brackets cobalt CN6. Understood? Banu, you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this one, tetra amino aqua chlorido cobalt 3 chloride. Okay, fine. I'll quickly tell. So see here, what are the ligands are present first of all? You can see here, first of all, what is my central metal atom? The cobalt. And what is the oxidation number of the cobalt? 3. Okay. So next one, tetraamine. That means amine group is present. So there is NS3 are there. And how many are there? 4 NS3 are there. Okay, fine. Next one, aqua. Aqua is said, but he didn't mention any number. That means only single water molecule is there. So H2O, that's fine. Next one, chlorido. He didn't mention how many chlorido are there. So let's take only single chlorine. That's fine. and cobalt chloride. Chloride is the balancing counter ion which will be outside the ligand. Now I need to find out the oxidation number to find out how many chlorides should be written. Okay, so let's see first. Let me write the coordination compound. So this will be coordination entity. Within that, first the cobalt will be. Next one, what is the alphabetical order? So aqua will come first, and then chlorine will come second, and then wait. Amine will come first, aqua will come later, and then chlorine will come later. Okay, so see here. So first I'll write NS3 twice, sorry, four are given. Next one, aqua. So water molecule, H2O, and then chlorido. So Cl. Put in the bracket. Now I need to find out what will be the net resultant charge over here. So how do we find out? First cobalt, we know it's a 3. So this will be plus 3. What will be the charge of ammonia, NH3? It's a neutral charge, right? So plus 4 into 0 plus what will be the charge of the water molecule? It's also 0. Plus what is the charge of the chlorine? It's a minus 1. So that will be plus 3 minus 1. It will be plus 2. So here plus 2 charge is there. So how many ions should be balanced? How many chlorines are required here? Banu, you tell me how many chlorines are required. No one tells. Banu, you tell me how many chlorines are required here.
So,
Banu, are you listening the class?
yeah, sir.
So tell me how many chlorines are required here to balance plus 2 charge.
Okay, sir.
What is the charge of the chlorine?
So, there is no, it's already balanced, right, sir?
No. I'm not asking about this. What here chloride is there. That means outside you should write. How many chlorines should I write outside? The counter chlorines here.
Hmm.
Tell me what is the charge of the chlorine?
So it is -1.
Yeah, minus 1. So here how many, what is the charge on this coordination entity?
+2, sir.
So how many chlorine should I put to balance this plus 2?
So -1.
That's a chlorine is minus 1. But if you put only single chlorine, it will balance only 1 plus 1. But
Yes,
here
sir.
I have a plus 2. So how many chlorine should I put?
2, sir.
Yeah. So 2Cl minus. So I need to balance that. So finally, I'll be getting the compound which is like this. So cobalt NS3 4 S2O Cl Cl2. This is the answer. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is that clear? Nitya, Mandara, Sharon?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts?
Yes, sir.
So tell me quickly what will be the answer here? Chlorodiquatriamine cobalt 3 chloride. So first, let me write. So what will be the central metal atom? Bonnie, you tell me what is the central metal atom in this case?
Yes, sir.
What is the central metal atom? Come on, this answer Banu will solve.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me.
Mm.
Chlorodiquatramine cobalt 3. What is the central atom? Which one is the central metal atom here?
Yes. Mm.
Cobalt is the central metal atom. Okay. So this is, we'll be writing first. Next, these are ligands. Chloro is a ligand. Diaqua. So two water molecules are there. So one chlorine is there. Two water molecules are there. Triamine. So three NH3 are there. And chloro. Okay, fine. So we have written all the ligands, right? Any ligand is missing? No. Okay. So Banu, tell me what is the alphabetical order for these? So which one will come first?
Yes, sir.
Chlorine, water molecule, amine. Which one will be the first?
Yes, sir. First, H2O will come, sir.
Why?
So, according to alphabetical order, and
So what H2O means what we'll call it as?
what,
We'll be calling hydro or aqua.
so aqua, sir.
Can I also take the amine first? Because this is also A is alphabetical order. First it will come, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I can take any of them. Okay. As you said, aqua. So let me take first this one. So it will be OS2. How many are there? Aqua.
Two, sir.
Okay. So what will be the next?
Mm,
What will
NH3,
be?
amine,
How many are there?
3, sir.
Okay. Then
And then Cl.
okay. Fine. So tell me now, what is the charge of this cobalt? What is the oxidation number of this cobalt?
So,
Banu, you're not listening to the class. I can clearly see that. What you are doing?
nothing, sir.
So you're not listening. You're doing nothing. So not listening the class also.
So, is it -1?
See,
Mm.
I think I've told some 1,000 times cobalt 3. So 3 will be the oxidation number for the central metal atom. This I have repeatedly told many times. So in the previous class also I have told many times. Banu, what happened to you? Is the class is not understandable, or is it boring, or you're not listening at all, doing the other work?
No, sir, I'm listening, but there's a bit disturbance here. That's the
But here this oxidation number I have told the last class also. Not freshly I didn't say in this class.
yes.
I'll take feedback from the physics sir as well. You're doing the same thing there, or you are doing only in my
No, sir.
class.
I'm good in physics, sir. I'm good at
So chemistry,
I said only chemistry I'm having a problem, sir, not in physics. Physics I'm doing all this, I'm gonna.
what happened? Why you are having problem here? Is it problem in me, in my explanation?
No, 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 not no, sir.
Then
Even you and even understand everything.
see, the problem is you are not putting the efforts. You're not, are you writing the notes when you're listening the class?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Send me the pic now.
Now I don't have my phone, so I'm not.
No, you have a tab, right? The tab will be having at least a camera.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So yeah, send it.
Yeah, fine, sir. Actually, my tab, I'm don't know. But it can comes.
Okay, fine. After the class, you send.
Okay, sir.
I'll have a word with your father.
Okay, sir.
So OS2 twice. So tell me, what is the uh, charge of this water molecule, Manu? Water molecule
Yeah,
has
sir.
any charge or is it neutral?
So it is neutral, sir.
Okay, so plus 0. What will be the charge on the amine?
So it will be
Neutral. And what will be the charge of the chlorine?
-1.
Okay. So tell me, what is the net charge?
So 2, sir, +2.
Plus 2. So this will be plus 2. So how many chlorine should I need here to balance this?
So 2, sir.
Yeah. So there will be Cl2. See, you only told the answer.
Yes.
It's not problem with the chemistry also. It's the problem that you are not concentrating in the class. So what will be the answer from this?
So it will be
Option A. If you take any other chlorines, that's not given. See here, I can write NH3 first, or I can also write the H2O. It's okay. Both are amine and aqua. So it's not a big deal.
okay.
Is that clear for everyone? How I got this answer?
సార్
Yeah?
సార్ OH2 కిందన ఇంకో 2 కూడా ఉంది కదా సార్, అది calculation లో తీసుకోరా?
0 into 2 enter Sharon.
ఓకే 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 సార్.
Okay. So next one.
Sir,
Yeah?
sir, like you told it has to be alphabetical order, no, sir. So amine, aqua, and then chlorine, no, sir.
Yeah.
So chlorine is first in this.
Okay. This option is wrong. Put the chlorine here. Okay. See,
Even
that's
in
not
the
my mistake.
question, the order is changed.
Yeah. The problem is with the material. So they have printing mistake. So chlorine should come here. Okay. Okay, next one.
Okay.
So see here. So formula of dichlorobis urea copper 2. Sharon, you tell me this answer. I'll see who are listening today.
ఆప్షన్ బి సార్, బి ఆర్ సి.
Sharon, don't tell me directly the answer. Tell me the formula first. So
Okay, sir.
dichlorobis urea. Okay,
Yes.
I'll simplify for you. So urea, I'll just give the formula for the urea. So urea will be NH2 C double bond O NH2. So tell me, what is the central atom first? Come on, tell me. So in the square brackets, first what should I write?
Copper సార్.
Copper.
Yeah, copper. Next,
క్లోరో సార్.
how many chlorines?
2.
So Cl2. Next,
యూరియా సార్.
urea. So urea, how many are there? NH2 C double bond O NH2. How many are there?
2 సార్.
2. Okay. And put in the brackets. So now what will be the charge? So tell me, does the urea have any charge? Okay, first let me know. Tell what is the oxidation number of this copper? Here 2 is there. So I should take it like +2.
+2.
Chlorine Cl2. 2 into -1. Okay. And what is the urea? Does urea have any charge? Have you read anywhere that urea is positive charge or finding urea like a ion? Or you find it like a
Yes.
molecule? So it's a 0. So 2 into 0. So what is the charge of this? So plus 2 minus 2 and plus 0. It's a 0. So now, is there any need for me to put some chlorine outside? Or
No,
is it a
sir.
neutral compound, so there is no requirement of chlorine?
Neutrals.
Neutral. So I don't need to put any chlorine in this case. So what is the answer?
Okay. Option B.
Option B. What happened to you, Sharon? Clearly, I wrote this one and you are selecting option B as the answer. Are you Googling it and the Google is saying option B?
No, sir. It's
See, I
like same
clearly wrote
procedure, sir.
here. I clearly wrote here and tell me what is the option in this case that is matching this one.
Option D, sir.
Yeah. So that's it. I'll stop here. Please, everyone, watch the naming again. Okay. I'll send this class video by the end of the day and also watch the previous class and the previous class. Is that fine? Any doubts?
No, sir. No, sir.